Amelia Island, the Haggerty version. I went to Amelia Island this year, and going to Amelia Island with your 300D TD packed full of stuff and a baby and, just everything is a lot of fun, I guess, even when you're a new parent. But man, it is certainly not easy. So this year, I usually stay on the island. I was usually able, with some budgeting and some savings to set aside the $1,100 or so to stay on the island. I know that staying on the island is expensive, but man, you spend more time enjoying the event than actually driving to and from the event. And putting in a few extra hours at work and selling a few parts on eBay and stuff like that, I was kind of able to swing it for the last few years. But this year, things have gotten so expensive. I mean, the hotel that I used to stay in, the Hampton Inn Bayfront, has gone up to $750 a night. It's like Ritz-Carlton money. Maybe not on Concourse weekend, but it is Ritz-Carlton money. So what did we do? Well, we decided that we were going to stay off the island over by the Jacksonville airport. Now, this wasn't bad, but after this COVID thing, I have gained a new appreciation for how clean and wonderful and safe my own home is and how gross and weird hotels are. People do all sorts of weird things in hotels. There's some really gross, weird people that stay in hotels. And also because I have this weird phobia about smokers and smoking. It always grosses me out that a smoker may have stayed in that room recently and that it hasn't been cleaned properly. And then to add to the phobia is the idea of my baby crawling around on gazillion-year-old Hampton Inn carpet really freaked me out. So we didn't let her crawl around very much the whole week until we got to the grass at the Ritz-Carlton. Now, here's my main gripe about Hagerty. I have 7 cars on a Haggerty policy. And what do? I still have to pay to get into the following events. Cars and coffee, $20. Why should I give them $20? It's not $20 actually, it's $40 because Elaine and I have to get in. I think I should not have to pay. I should be getting it for free because you know what you get for insurance? You get nothing. You get a pass to drive your car. It's part of the law. Sorry, unknown caller. I will call you back, I promise. You should get a pass. You get a pass to drive your car. What do? Maybe a compensation prize would be that they say, "Hey, in case you're attending the Amelia this year, Florida resident, we're going to let you into Haggerty's Cars and Coffee free." By the way, you know what else would be good? It's actually Cars and Caffeine or Cars and Community or something like that. You know what else would be good? What else would be good would be a discount on the Concourse ticket. Maybe I'd like that too. Give me some more free stuff so I like you more, because what's keeping me with Haggerty? Because they're name brand? Ugh. We all know how fast Nike shoes come apart. We also know how bad everything from Amazon is, Okay, so let's focus on something else. I get into the Cars and Coffee. I got so mad that this guy was nice enough to give me 3 tickets, my ticket angel. One for me, one for Elaine, one for my friend Eric. All of us have cars insured with Haggerty too. Including Elaine. And I looked at everything, and there were like 4 Mercedes at Radwood, and there were like 4 on the field at Cars and Coffee. 4. No Mercedes Club display. No Mercedes Circle. They just spread them through. They're like, oh, we can just put the 380 SL over there. My friend Jim Roberts brought his pristine 380 SL. What do? They park it somewhere with a bunch of cars. There's a really nice 280 SE 3.5. What do? Hide it by the Rolls-Royce tent. 190 SL, just another car and a crowd and a sea of MGs, which are all parked together. So I don't understand. So Haggerty is like, oh, we want 20 grand for a tent. So they're selling the parking space. They expect all the car clubs, which are nonprofit organizations, to pay for their parking space. This is stupid. We want our free stuff back because we used to get it for free. They used to be like, okay, you can park a bunch of cars here. Granted, MBCA was kind of kept out of the process so that the vetting was really not very good the past 2 years. But hey, things can always get worse. You know, they can just absolutely always get worse. So what did I do? Do I want to spend $150 times 2 for concourse tickets on Sunday? Not really, because I get to see all that stuff by building relationships with people instead of throwing money at Haggerty. So that's always been my task, build relationships. Elaine and I both agreed that it would just be better for us to go to the Latin Mass in Jacksonville near the center of the city, and go back and have lunch with their parents, and not try to force our way through the sea of traffic and force our way out of the sea of traffic. If any of you have some great recommendations about how I can afford hotels near the property, that would be good. I'm trying to look at Airbnbs. I think that would be a good choice. However, there is one caveat, and that one caveat is that I have more recently asserted that Sunday should be the Lord's day of worship and not my day to kiss Haggerty's ass. So I'd prefer to give my $150 to either the Society of St. Pius X or some other Latin Mass society than give it to Haggerty, who doesn't really need it and is already getting plenty of money from me. To some of these cars, I drive like 5 to 10 miles every few months if I'm lucky. So, you know, there is that. Anyway, I want all of you to know that this event does have some room for improvement, but I think that Haggerty's over-commercialization of it has really tanked it. And I think that the only real solution to this is to start another car show in the area in another part of the year. I have some ideas about this. Maybe we'll talk about this in the near future, but it would be nice if we just had a car show in the middle of nowhere in a place like nobody cares about. Like there's you know, in Lake City. Anybody hear of Lake City, Florida? Well, it's where I-10 and I-75 meet. Or how about Pensacola, because they have great seafood there. Or how about, you know, I don't know, Dunedin or something like that. Anyway, if you guys had an experience that was either positive or negative, share it in the comments below. I'm going to be really interested in these comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell for notifications. And if you're a Patreon supporter, thank you so much. And if you need any technical advice, just reach out to me. I'm always here to help you guys. Those who send me an email do get their questions answered most of the time if I don't get sidetracked by something else. And I want all of you to know that I'm very proud of what you guys have accomplished with keeping your classic Mercedes in the road. I get so many emails from people about cars they've saved or worked on themselves or, you know, troubleshot and repaired themselves. I just can't tell you how much admiration I have for you guys. So thank you for doing that. We don't need Haggerty or any other organization to celebrate our cars for us. How long?